We were just at the generator. We got it mostly running.
Oh, mostly. Well, that explains why there ain't no power then, huh? Yeah.
Your intellect is truly dizzying.
So
He's gonna follow him in, carrying the bottle of bourbon.
God, he's one of my drunk relatives.
Hey, look, he dude's pretty friendly. Like, and besides, PDW is still well within grabbing range on its sling.
So he opens up the door. He says, "After you."
Thank you.
Hold on,
Look,
let me
you're
adjust something. And when I say that, I say we're going into Fatal. I'm trying to bluff, I guess. I have to use a bluff. Make it seem like I'm not talking to another person in our team.
Yeah, go ahead and throw that in the dice tower.
I have no... Straight up, I have zero skill in that.
You get a strange look by NASCAR for a moment, but he doesn't seem to give it no mind. He's holding the door open for triage, gamble, and basically triage. As you come down this hallway, you see there's a handful of doors on the side. There's more candy wrappers on the ground. This places just got like empty food containers. Again, more cans. It's pretty just trashed.
What is this place?
It had a large number 42 painted on the outside. You're saying, what is this place out loud?
Yeah.
NASCAR shrugs. He's like, I don't know. It's some sort of lab. Yeah, it's a lab of some sort.
Huh. Which door am I supposed to go in?
He's like, I mean, if you're looking for where are you heading? You want to head if you're looking for the cafeteria, just straight down the hall there. Just straight down the hall.
I guess I'll open that door.
Shit, I'm tired of waiting all day. I'm sitting here we can flap our gums all this time, or we can just go down in here. Y'all got the door?
Yep.
Yeah.
Your arm's not too weak. Watch out for this trash here. There's a lot you can slip, hurt yourself if you ain't careful.
Gamble's still paranoid, so he was definitely just waiting for NASCAR to go in.
I was definitely paranoid, yes. I'm not going in there before he is.
There's the former slippery when wet guy.
The slippery when wet guy just looks up at you. He nods.
I hesitate and then nod.
He looks like he's looking through a bunch of stuff. In fact, these tables are full of possessions, way more than what you see here. They look like they're being separated into different groups of stuff. So, like, there's a pile of bags of different types. There's a pile of different handguns, a pile of different firearms, basically. It looks like they're just separating everything into component bits.
As Black Monk.
And the French guy says, "Bonjour." He's smoking a cigarette indoors.
Triage responds, "Salut."
He says, NASCAR, who is this you've brought us, huh?
Gamble just raises his hand up. I'm Gamble.
Gamble. He stands up. This guy stands up. I am Ronin, and my masked friend here with the spiky haircut is Meat a Wagon.
Where have we heard Ronan before?
Oh, God.
And Meat Wagon just says, yeah, that's my name.
Well, mine's Dead Hand, so, I mean, I'm not... I get it.
Triage.
NASCAR goes into the door, into a little kitchen space that you can see through their little counter area. And he says, most of what we got is snack food and candy bars. I think we got some MREs. I wouldn't open the fridge.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we're not making that mistake.
Is there anyone else with your group? We certainly have enough space to, house whomever you may need.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, he'll be coming shortly.
Yeah.
He's way back watching our ride. This place is sketchy as hell.
You saying that out loud, or?
Yeah. This whole island is sketchy as hell.
Yeah, Ronan and Meat Wagon nod. Do you need anything? Yeah, there's stuff here. You can help yourself to any of the stuff that we've collected.
Where'd you get all this stuff?
Is this on a barter system?
No. This is stuff we found along the way when we found this place. There was some of it was here already, and some of it we found earlier in the town. And yes, it's here now.
You have any computer hardware?
Oh, man. I mean, I think there's some computers in the offices you can check out. I know there's an office, like, we passed on the way in. Like, in that, like, opening. That, like, what is that, a vestibule? Yeah, if you head into the vestibule, like, back down that tunnel, like, there's a There's an office up in that area. There's a computer there. It ain't working, though. I told you, ain't no power.
You guys have a generator here?
No, we like to just sit around in the dark, monsieur. Meatwagon says, sorry. Yeah, he's rude. He's French. There is no generator here.
What about a circuit breaker?
I don't know. Feel free to look around.
I think I'll do that.
I think I'll join you.
I'm going to check through this door here.
Gamble's going to sit down with him and put the bottle of bourbon down. Want to hand Meatwagon the bottle of bourbon.
There you go.
All right,
Making friends, man. Making friends.
So what's going on with you, Triage? You're continuing on?
Yeah, I'm just going to check through here, see what I can find.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be joining them, see if we find some sort of panel. Maybe we can work something.
As the door opens, you see a guy walking towards you. He says, greetings. Who are you?
I'm Triage. I'm the new guy.
You're a new guy. Oh, okay.
I'm Dead Hand. I'm the old guy.
He looks over his shoulder. I am Heavy Arms.
Whoa.
So
I really hate not knowing as much lore as Jolt knows because
You two were Alex Cross's teammates.
I wouldn't necessarily. Well, be careful if you go down hallway. I wouldn't wander too far to the south if I were you. There's something very unpleasant there, I would say. You were to find
Something
it.
unpleasant.
Yes, very unpleasant.
I'm shocked.
He says, excuse me. He walks past.
Gamble looks at him and says, I'm Gamble with those guys.
Gamble with those guys. You are Dead Hands, the old one?
Sure.
NASCAR. Yeah. We have new guests, I see. Yeah. Yeah, they're cool. I mean, I ain't killed no one yet.
If it helps, I'm Canadian.
We don't necessarily like to get into unneeded gunfights if we can avoid it. There's enough stuff on this island to kill everybody twofold.
That is very true. Very, very true. Good day. He goes into a doorway.
Right. What's down this hall?
My wiener?
Oh shit, that is bad.
This feels like a Fallout town.
Like, pretty soon we're going to stumble upon a nuke and somebody's going to ask us to set it off. Like,
Well, it's definitely more like being in a vault. And everyone's just a little too nice. Like Stepford nice.
Like, what is that in the corner? Nice.
That's a good question. What is that in the corner?
It looks like...
Sausages?
I have no idea.
Reverse Twinkies?
Do you have, can I give a life science?
Definitely can give you a life science.
That's amazing.
I'm a smart character. Don't worry about it.
They look like they're maybe large burritos, overcooked
Wow.
burritos, like maybe like the size of a rat.
I must have fucking rolled terribly.
And Triage, you think this probably sounds as good as an excuse as any. I mean, this place is fucking messy. So, like, there's a lot of dirt on the floor. It looks like a lot of coffee grounds are, like, kind of spreading around on the ground. There's, like, coffee, like, wrappers and stuff. It's just nasty.
Is any of it moving?
No.
I'm gonna poke one with the barrel of my rifle.
Okay.
I'm gonna cringe.
It sort of, like, presses inwards. Sort of like if you were doing that to the top of a baby's skull.
What?
Oh, crap.
But thankfully, when you pull the gun out, it comes back smooth again, unlike a baby skull.
Okay, but what does it look like it's made of?
Maybe plastic? Maybe not plastic? You rolled fantastic, Triage.
Clearly.
You rolled half as bad as Dead Hand.
I rolled terribly, so...
And he's like, these things look like burritos. That checks out.
Should I just leave C4 Surprise in here?
I'm gonna just check that next door, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna stand exactly where I am.
Okay.
Just gonna see what happens.
Triage, as you approach that door, I pause deliberately on purpose, to tell you that the door's locked.
Fantastic. I'm going to stop worrying about that door.
Seems to be dead bolted and locked. The deadbolt upper lock is not the type with a switch, but the type that requires a key to bolt it shut. So either it has the bolt on the other side, or it does not.
What about these other two doors in the room?
They look of lesser quality, made of wood. They don't have a double-sided lock, just a normal doorknob.
I'll try this one.
All right. The door unlocks easily.
And then
You find yourself in a small little Spartan bedroom. This bed looks like it has been slept in recently.
I'm going to close the door and stop messing with someone's room.
Now, Gamble.
Gamble's going to pass the bottle of bourbon over to NASCAR.
All right, NASCAR accepts it. He takes another swig and he passes it over to Ronan, who accepts it as well, drinks some, and he goes back to chain smoking his cigarettes. And Ronan says to you, Gamble, how is it that you have come to this at all?
Well, as NASCAR put it earlier, the guys I'm with and myself we've been called bad luck before, but probably no more than anybody else who's lost the members of their team on this island. And we got hired to come here because nobody else has come back.
That checks out. We ain't seen nobody new in it's been a couple months now. So yeah. Good.
What they told us, it's been 3 months or so since anyone's come here.
Well, it's been about 3 months since we came here, and then there was Ronan. Then it was you guys who were here before us, or did you come here after us? I'm forgetting. And Ronan is like, we were here at the same time. He's like, yeah, we were here at the same time. Meatwagon, he's been here, I think, even longer. Like Slippery When Wet, they've all been they're all set up down near the airport, and man, they came in I don't know, who knows, maybe a week before we got here. I don't know. I ain't their timekeeper. You bump into any other teams out?
We've found a few corpses of paranoia people, but that's been about it. And the Slippery When Wet guys. Nods to Meatwagon. Hopefully they weren't any friends of yours.
Team Paranoia, those guys, no, not our friends. Hello, Triage. Are you French Canadian?
Yeah, I'm from Quebec.
Haha, true Canadian. Haha.
No way.
I am from France myself, but I am sorry you have to share such a large expense with those unfettered swine.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. This is not what I expected tonight.
Oh, I do speak Russian, but he's not here.
So these guys are just sitting around, hanging out. There's a notebook computer, actually, that's sitting on the desk here, or on the table amongst the things in front of Ronan. But it doesn't look like he's been messing with it. It just looks like it's part of a pile. And on the table behind Meatwagon, there is a M72A3 Law rocket launcher.
Just like I got.
Would there happen to be any knives or anything on the table?
Oh, yes.
Because Gamble needs to replace his knife since a monkey stole it.
I'll take the laptop.
Yeah.
Is it all right?
Yeah, help yourself. It was not mine to start with. All right, so you got yourself a netbook. Doesn't seem to have any power. Dead hand.
But it's information I can carry for later.
What are you guys going to do after you're done just sipping on that bourbon? These guys are doing their thing. NASCAR says if you need, more of a tour, if you need places to stay, I could show you where you can stay. He says with more of a twang, though, in his voice.
I think we're okay for that. We've got a little camp set up somewhere else.
Yeah, we just saw the smoke and decided to come check it out.
Oh, really now? You saw the smoke from our campfire?
Yeah.
We were, driving down the road.
Well, shit, that ain't good, I guess. Every once in a while, a troop of monkeys comes on through. A pack of dogs comes on through. If they start trouble, we finish it.
Have
Lickety
you guys
quick.
had to deal with that giant spider in the subway?
No. Everyone's like, they all look confused. No.
Oh God.
No. No. Hell no.
It was the size of a truck.
Have you guys met two kids? Kind of bald, really
Russian.
creepy looking. Hey,
No, I have not.
if you ever meet them, make sure you keep a white breath. They set things on fire with vines.
Yeah, that sounds like a bunch of crazy horseshit to me. I ain't gonna mess with that.
Hold on, you've been here for 3 months and you haven't seen anything that weird?
Yeah. We ain't seen no kids.
Damn, you guys are lucky.
Say, I think we drew the short straw then of what we've seen.
How
How about giant praying mantises?
Giant praying mantises. We've seen them. They go invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the one.
yeah, those are ones. Do you know you can take their glands out of their abdomen and carry them around with you, and it'll attract them?
Why on earth would you want to do that?
I don't know. Maybe to attract them.
Have y'all met the sharks that are cats?
The cats that are sharks, you say?
Giant land shark cat things.
I cannot say I've had the pleasure.
Oh, well, you guys are, I'm not going to say you're lucky because you're still trapped in this hellhole.
Yeah, it is what you make of it, huh? C'est la vie.
Yeah.
We have a pool table here. There are carpets. We can live like Turkish kings.
I'll tell you what, if we get the power back on, you guys can live like true kings. Also, probably should find a way off the island in how many hours? 48 hours?
72 or so. It's only
You
for
said,
day two.
NASCAR says, you said 72 hours, right?
It was 72 hours from when we landed. I don't have my watch on.
No, it was not 72 hours when we landed.
See,
We
I
had
don't
5
know.
days dead end.
Oh.
We
Well,
have 5 days till blackout here. We've been here for 2. So 3 more days, guys.
So 74 hours.
ain't that 72 hours?
What?
Dead hand, stop talking.
All right. I'm going
Anyways,
to
long
check out that bar.
we gotta get off this island before that.
Where'd that hand say he's going?
I'm going to check out the barbecue, so I'm going back up.
All right. NASCAR says, that sounds like a good idea. I'm going to join you.
Oh, man.
Everything good here, Valhalla? Yeah. All right. He comes in,
So,
he stands here and he cracks a beer.
Who's all buried out there?
Like in that grave?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, NASCAR's not here, so Ronan says, I don't know. It was here when I got here. When we got here. Right, Meatwagon? Meatwagon's like, yeah. I did not think it to dig it up.
Well, no, that would be not good.
I agree. You know, I think I need to use the restroom. Give me a moment to return. And he goes down this, out through here.
I'll grab a seat on the bench.
Gamble's looking around the table behind, like next to him, for the biggest knife that he can find in the pile.
Okay.
For the biggest deal?
Meatwagon gets up and he grabs a Wonka bar from a pile of fucking Wonka bars and cracks it open and pulls his face mask down and chews on it. And that's you know, you've seen people with their face masks on in public, but they're trying to eat also. It's a very familiar thing at this point. And the largest knife that you can find in that pile. Yeah, all the knives are just bare. There's no things there. But as you're looking there, that grenade that you're next to says Marksman Industries on it, and then in smaller print says Tangler RX.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Rectangular XT. My bad. But it looks like some sort of futuristic grenade of some sort.
I'll pick it up and be like, "Hey, meat wagon,
Yeah.
take this."
Yeah, help yourself.
Thanks, man. Shove it in my bag. Shove it in my bag. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. XT grenade, type grenade weapon. All right.
So dead hand. So far, it's a humid morning, but the first drops of rain start to patter down from the sky, and after a couple of moments, they get heavier. And NASCAR says, "Well, looks like it's gonna rain today."
Damn, that guy's observant.
I ain't gonna stand out here. I'll get my hat wet, my headband wet.
Yep.
That's a nice hat, by the way. Where'd you get your hat at, there, dead hand?
Little shop in Texas.
Oh yeah, you're from Texas now. Hell yeah. I went to Texas one time. I was driving through Houston, and I was looking for this bathroom, and I was coming down like on the freeway, but like this truck tire ended up like coming off. I guess it was like out of treads, and it like spun out in the air, and it looked like this crazy ass like slithering like eel, like just seconds before like it hit the vehicle where I was driving, and it ended up I had to drive over because I was in the middle of a three-way highway, right, and there was traffic on all sides. I was like, and then I like boom, boom, and boom, boom, and then I was done, and then like things spun out behind me, and then my my Pinto was all like, ba-dum, 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 and I had to pull over. Said alignment was all messed up. So, yeah, that was the time I was in Texas. Never did find that bathroom.
Get your Pinto fixed?
Nah.
Shane?
Yeah, it was all right. It was a good vehicle, as far as Pintos go. So, triage, what you doing?
I'm mostly just looking at the table that I'm sitting at, kind of half keeping an eye on Mr. Meatwagon over here.
He looks like he's kind of like half keeping an eye on you guys as well. He's trying to be casual, but he's been taking a while eating at Wonka Bar. Nom nom.
Of course.
But then he throws the wrapper on the ground. Could you repeat that?
Anything particularly interesting on the table?
There's a variety of handguns and a variety of rifles on your table, as well as the ammunition for them. A good variety. Russian-made, French-made, American-made, and German-made. They're not organized into manufacturer, just type.
Nothing that I particularly need. I've got all the stuff. I'm going to ask Meatwagon if there's anywhere that might control the power incoming to the building.
He shrugs. I don't know. Maybe like south, maybe in the south wing.
Thanks.
I don't know. He shrugs.
I guess I'll go back and take a look through those doors again. Check both these. Triage is going to assume that those two are the same as these two and move on to the ones in the side hall.
All right, left or right? I see you've made your choice there. Spot check, please. There's a paper on the floor, actually, under the table.
I'll go take a look at it.
It is a sheet of paper printed up. Looks like a letter of some sort. Would you like to read it, sir?
I will do so. It's to an @GM Notel from @Spork Positive. And it's also sent to Gurley Phoenix regarding a new specimen. Dr. Petite. Dr. Morode's people came by today with the results of our combined efforts. I have to tell you, Jules, the results are simultaneously exhilarating and utterly terrifying. How is it that Blender is this far ahead in genetic sciences? Nix that. I really don't want to know. Regardless of the how, Dr. Gerald and I are grateful for the chance to see these results with our own eyes. We're going to start the first episode of tests on specimens AD-S4002, 03, and AD-S5001, respectively, this evening. We were expecting great results, but let's not get the wagon before the horse. One last thing. Jonathan and I won't be able to attend your football party after all, but he promises to send along some of his best pork loin for you to grill up. It's our anniversary. I've been working so hard, that I completely lost track of time, but don't let John know that I forgot. Regards, Dr. Fanny Hachette. Now, the monkeys were the S3000 series, if I remember correctly.
What were those numbers again?
S4002, 4003, and 5001.
I'm copying all of you guys in at this point for us.
There we go.
Have we seen the 4 series? Is it the dogs?
It is S443 and S5. S43 isn't on here.
What?
These are new.
S4003 is not. S5001 Blood Oak.
Your mic literally keeps dropping out like
Flowering Blood Oak.
flowering blood oak. That sounds lovely.
That's not friendly sounding at all.
Do me a solid and check the 4000 one real quick.
4002 or
4003 is Twisting Assassin. If it's the G.
Look,
Oh, no,
I
these
just
are ABs. I'm looking at the wrong list. Sorry. So S4003 is Brute Beetle and S5001 is Ox Beetle. So it's the beetles.
Ooh.
What about 4002?
4002 is Parasitoid Roach.
Okay, there's the terrifying. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Right, I'm going to check this other door then.
I rummaged through an emptied closet with empty boxes on the ground.
Shocking. I'm going to return back to the cafeteria room and ask Meatwagon if I can grab one of those chocolate bars.
He pulls out a payday from a stack and hands it to you.
Thanks, man.
No problem. And goes and he leans up against this wall. He says, "So, you guys don't like slippery when wet?"
We met some of them. They attacked us.
Yeah, they're assholes.
I'm guessing that's why you're not hanging out with them anymore.
Basically.
Fair enough.
There's only a few left anyways.
Well, trust me, I'm nothing like them.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Trying to think. Triage. Who did we run into? Was it Roman?
We ran into Prometheus.
I feel like Roman was
Drive-by.
Meat wagons just sort of like nodding, to all these names. Dead Hand, you're getting wet. It's raining.
I'll walk in.
I like the fire disappearing.
Like it didn't disappear, it ran off.
It ran away.
Triage takes a look at the dog tags just to refresh his memory. Yeah, Prometheus, Drive-by, and Roman.
That's too bad for them, I guess.
If they'd asked us nicely, we would have helped them.
If people were a lot more nice to people, I think there'd be a lot more help in this world, don't you think?
I mean, I'm Canadian, so yeah.
So, Dead Hand, you come back into the little shelter here, and Valhalla is just standing there, and kind of bouncer-like, with his sword down by his side, and NASCAR is just hanging out. And he says, "Y'all, man, I thought you were touched in the head. You were just sitting out there. It does feel nice sitting out in the rain, though, every once in a while. You're letting them big old drops. This island's got big old drops now. But, I was afraid you won't get all soggy and all that. You were asking about a computer. There's like a computer up in the room right here next to the door I'm at here." He motions to his right. I mean, his left.
I carefully go to the door. Staring at him, I open it slowly.
Okay, the door unlocks, or it opens, no problem, and reveals a small hallway with a window and a bookshelf at the very end.
The whole thing's mimic.
I look into the window.
Ignore that door-looking thing that's on across the hall there. It doesn't actually. There's no door.
Oh, then I'll go check the computer.
All right.
And close the door behind me.
But you've been able to pull, if you want to pull the drive,
I can do that.
go for a disable device check. You're welcome to even take 10 on that if you want to. I don't care. You're able to get your hands on... While you're here, give me a spot check, Dead Hand. And I want a spot from Gamble and also Triage.
Oh boy.
Okie doke.
All right, so Gamble, you notice, and this might be of interest, but it might not. Amongst all the different weapons of war and things, all the scattered accoutrements, there is it looks like there's a handwritten journal, and it says Abijah in the name, just written on there. It seems to be some sort of foreign word.
All right, I'm gonna hold it up and like, hey, Meatwagon, this mean anything for you?
No. It's yours if you want it.
Thanks. Pop it open and take a look here.
All right, so this is what you get your hands on. Looks like some sort of personal diary, some sort of journal. Give me a computer use check, dead hand.
Ain't really so hot today. Should change my dice color.
That's okay. It's good enough to do what you need to do. You're able to get your hands on a internal communications record for September 6th. It pops out to you.
Laboratory 42, Ant Farm Division, Internal Communications, September 6, 2022. At Spork Positive, take a look at the first set of results. At Girly Phoenix.
You can call him like Spork and Phoenix if you want.
Yeah, I'll call him Spork and Phoenix. Phoenix, I've been seeing the same enhanced size growth. Capras hardened like Capras hardened.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out pretty heavy.
Am I?
Yeah, I'll just read it real quick for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, so Spork says, and I'm aware of the time too. Spork says, take a look at the first set of results. Phoenix, I've been seeing the same in my beetles. Enhanced size growth, a carapace hardened like chitin. Positive. What about in a sexual reproductive sense? Phoenix, oh, I see. Nothing on that front. Definitely taking their time. Positive. Or not at all. Phoenix, there's just something about studying something that has, for the entirety of one's life, been tiny, but are now growing to the size of a medium-sized pig. Positive. I never thought that I would need to increase my upper arm strength to do my job, that's for certain. Okay, next series of experiments, let's see if we can't get these oversized monstrosities in the mood for lovemaking. Phoenix, now you're talking, girl. You better not tell John or else he might get jealous of your latest obsession. And, Gamble, did you want to share anything?
It's really long.
Yeah.
I mean, it is definitely the journal of Operative Dove, and talking about the crawl through the sewers of Blackout, right? Was it Blackout?
I think it was Bad Karma, wasn't it?
It was Bad Karma. Okay, all right. Okay, that explains the BK. Okay, trying to keep them track. I'm trying to keep them all straight in my head, but talk about the crawl through the sewers. Apparently, Ronan and I'm guessing Heavy Arms were bitching a lot as they crawled, and Cross was farting in the tunnel, and they were behind him. So
Cross.
Seems like a good reason to. They got to the medical center after they rappelled across the river because the bridge was out. So they got to the medical center, found what looked like the freshly killed corpses of a troop of monkeys. And all had been beheaded. Same weird shit they'd first seen in the Welcome Center. They're following after at least the Edison unit, but I'm seeing signs of at least another two. Let's see here. Traversing some tunnels, we found our way to a laboratory set into a cliff face, the number 42, painted in wide, bold letters. We explored what we could without the facility. Let's see. Without power, there was a northern section we didn't have access to, but judging from what paperwork was available, 42 was a sublab of the Ant Farm Division with a genetic focus on Kingdom Animalia, Phylum, Arthropoda, Insecta, Bladodea. Doc says that it's cockroaches. So yeah, I'm fine sticking to the south. Place has dorms, bathrooms, no showers. Let's see here. Doc had us get Cross set up in a room with plenty of water and told to get to sleep. Cross was feverish, and we were changing his blankets when he would sweat through them. Doc didn't say it, but this was the point I realized what Doc had already known. There was a shared look between us. At this point, I made the decision to abort mission, and we decided to hole up in this place until we can get rescued. Then Doc went missing. Let's see.
There had been a series of ungodly echoing Click, I figure you need a break, right?
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
There was a series of ungodly echoing clicking sounds from the jungle outside 42, going on for a number of nights. They were deeply unsettling, but what made them worse was that after Doc vanished during his watch, the sounds didn't return. Ronan and Heavy left to raid the village for food supplies, leaving me to watch over a now delusional cross, who now thought I was his sister. He kept muttering about needing to wash his hands before dinner. Ronan and Heavy did not return. A British woman came to 42 from the jungle on the day that Cross died. She told me she was called Queen. She carried a hunting rifle like she was out on a fox hunt, but she had the look on her face I've been starting to recognize every time I looked at myself in the mirror. She was from the Edison team, Blackout. She helped me bury Cross outside. I left his dog tears there in case his body would possibly be retrieved someday. We used a black marker on a slab of stone for a grave marker. Queen tells me she thinks the two of us could take control of the island's radio tower and use it to signal a rescue. After comparing our notes, I agreed. Blackout managed to run afoul of scientists in the Blender division, and our shared encounters made us realize that the high ground was the best choice. The map shows a steep climb by a narrow footpath, as well as an aerial cable car tram that we can gain control over. At least that's the plan. If you find this, we are here to help. Signal us with Morse. And hang on.
That says brother.
Okay. Fair enough. Signal us with Morse brother.
I'm back. I've been reading. I couldn't hear you guys.
This is Eliana.
I've been reading it.
Okay, I'm not talking to you. I'm reading it.
Oh, sorry.
This is Eliana Tobiah Abijah, a.k.a. Dove. Team Bad Karma. Mazel Tov.
So there you go.
All right. So Cross went delusional, probably with fever, because he got infection after he got shot up, I think.
Damn.
So it says brother in Morse code. Interesting.
Yeah. And on that note, I gotta run.
He's gotta run like the wind.
Good deal.
All right,
Damn.
Good deal, guys. I'll a word experience next week, and for
Man, that was
I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm just like, something's gonna happen. Like, something's gonna happen.